Hello, everybody. This is Joseph Pasek, and welcome to the Fired Up Network. Welcome to Crunching the Numbers, and welcome to the AFC Championship preview and NFC Championship preview with the I shouldn't say two-time, but the broadcasting legend. See, my mind's, I'm Norm. I've
Still
been
so
crying.
upset about the
No,
Bills.
no, no. Hold on. I've been crying. I don't know if you could see it. Okay, I've been crying just recently. Josh Allen and me had a little discussion. I had to pat him on the butt and say, "Go get your go. Can you find me a girl like your wife and everything like that? Nice looking, 250 millionaire and all that." So he promised me he can. Just say he asked me if I wanted it more different than norm, and I don't know why I'm doing this AFC and NFC Championship game preview. My team, the Buffalo Bills, are not part of this game, and it's all because of Ange didn't blew her hair, and it's all because of Norm. He paid the referees off, and all this. So right now, Norm and Ange, I'm going. You guys take it. I'll be back to give my prediction, but we'll start off in the AFC. Norm. Okay, we got the Denver Broncos playing at home 3 p.m. on Sunday against the New England Patriots. Go ahead, Norm. You got to be more longer than 10 seconds. Give me this segment has to go at least 10, 15 minutes. Go ahead.
Yeah, 15 minutes. You'll see it. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There. No. It should be a classic showdown. Vrabel's done a great job in New England, former Super Bowl winner under Bill Belichick. And Denver, without their starting quarterback, without Nix, I don't know. That's going to be kind of tough. As well as they're coached and they're good defensively as well. So I'm going to give New England the edge. They're on quite a roll, and I'm going to pick New England by a touchdown to win that game.
Are you telling me you're not going with Jared Stidham? Jared Stidham, when he has played just one or two games, he had an average of over 300 yards. Okay,
Yeah,
he's got
well,
three touchdowns on those games. So, and Denver, the key thing about Denver, and on honesty, I don't think anybody wants to see New England go to the Super Bowl again. But one thing about Denver is they're playing at home. Okay, big thing.
well,
If they play at home, if it was in New England, big thing advantage playing in New England. But they play at home. The mile high, the temperature, everything. The crowd's going to go mental there, especially once they know that the quarterback is not their quarterback. Although I have heard rumors, it's not going to happen, but they're talking to Philip Rivers and they're talking to Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning, of course, last Super Bowl with Denver, winning it and everything like that, but that's not going to happen. Imagine if they get Peyton Manning for one game, taking them to the Super Bowl and everything like that. But I know you're calling. Who did you say you're calling?
I'm calling New England.
You said by a touchdown.
Yep.
All right, so he's calling New England because he likes to go against me and all that. After Ange makes her pick, I'm going to tell you my pick. Go ahead, Ange.
Okay. I'm so torn with this one because obviously the Bills lost to Denver. So, it's nice
They
to
did not lose. They got screwed by the referees. Even Norton pointed it out in our last show.
You know what? You're right. I take that back. You're right. They absolutely did. And I can't even go on and say that if Denver did make it through, that we lost to the winning team because they didn't win fairly. So I also, though, do not want to see New England. So, I know I have to pick one. So I guess I'll pick New England. But at the end of the day, my new champion that I'm cheering for is the Seattle Seahawks. So go
No,
Seattle.
we'll talk about NFC in 2 seconds here. All right. So you pick New England and Norm pick New England.
Yeah.
I am going, if I'm wrong here, okay, you and Norm can do shows for 1 week. I'll take the whole week, my birthday week off, if you give me over $200 worth of presents. All right. So here is the prediction. Norm, wake up. Here's the prediction. Who in the blue hell cares? I don't care about Denver. I don't care about New England. Who cares? Nobody wins that game. Buffalo should have gone. I can't believe it's still that.
Thank God for the great NFL officials. Thank
What?
God. Thank God for the great NFL
Well,
officials.
Wolf still says those were the right
What is
calls.
wrong
I
with
just
this
don't
guy?
agree with you.
Ange, I'm gonna. Can you slap him? Can you slap him? Because
Does it show? Does it show? Where's
no,
the
that's not a slap. Just give him a chop like one of those wrestling
Just
chops.
slide him off the screen. Just go like this.
Yeah, Norm, I should take you off the screen. But all right. So he's saying New England, and just saying New England again. Sunday, 3 p.m.
Should be, yeah. Since Buffalo's not even an option, let's see. I mean, are the refs still in bed with the Broncos? Because then why are we even having this conversation?
Well, here's the whole thing. Okay, now we're gonna look at the NFC Championship game. So you got Donald, who is the quarterback for Seattle, and he's been a journeyman. Okay, and then you got for the Rams, you got Stafford, Drake May, potentially MVP this year, or Stafford MVP this year, or you got Donald against Gerald Stidham. All right, so if the NFL is, like Norm tells me all the time, scripted, what do you think the NFL wants? The two MVPs against each other, the Rams and New England, or they want two backup quarterbacks, Seattle and Denver, or Seattle and New England? I'll start off with Norm, NFC Championship game and Super Bowl, what would you want? You've already picked New England.
Well, if you're going for ratings, you go for maximum ratings, which would be the bigger markets, which would be LA and Boston or New England.
Yeah.
Right? Well, I'm saying if you're going by TV markets, that's what you would hope for. But once you get to the Super Bowl, gets great ratings. It could be the Argos in Saskatchewan playing. But if it was,
great ratings.
I'm obviously exaggerating, but I'm just saying the Super Bowl is an event where people like you have parties and they have food and their friends come over. It really doesn't matter who's playing the Super. I mean, there could be a difference in numbers, but obviously the math tells you that the bigger markets, Los Angeles and Boston, which would be more than just Boston, be the northeastern United States, and Los Angeles, the second biggest between New York and Los Angeles, so, which is a bigger city. They're both population around 10 million. So that's what they would hope for. But the Super Bowl sells itself.
It's true. Even people that aren't interested whatsoever in football will have a Super Bowl party, go somewhere to watch the Super Bowl, tune in just for the halftime show.
Are you excited for the halftime show?
No, you know what I'm actually more excited about? Green Day.
It's coming to watch the Super Bowl with Norm and me?
Huh?
It's coming to watch the Super Bowl with Norm and me and my 75-inch TV.
Is the Edge coming? That's my real question.
The Edge? Who Edge? No, I'm okay. I'll tell you.
Text him back.
I'll say this. Norm knows. I haven't said this yet, but there's a good chance maybe a former Buffalo Bill who's in Toronto because they want him for Super Bowl, thinking Buffalo will be in the Super Bowl, may stop by for about 10, 15 minutes at our place. And I'll just say, I won't say his name, but I'll say it's a number 78 for Buffalo. That's all I'm saying. Norm, we better be there early because he can eat like a pig. All right. So there you go. So NFC championship game. And you get it first. Rams and Seattle. By the way, Seattle beat the Rams twice. Now,
they smoked it in their last game.
Listen. Hold on. I have a good point here. Since 1982, the team who has played the other team twice has not won a third game in a season. So that means the Rams should win. But go ahead.
I mean, I said it before. I did not want to see San Fran go this far anyway. So I'm happy that Seattle took them out, but Seattle literally crushed them. I did say initially my picks were, Bills, LA Rams, but now I'm going to have to change that. I'm going to say Seattle. I'm going Seattle all the way. I'm wearing the sweater, and I'm not going to take it off now. So.
Hold on. What sweater are you wearing?
I have a Seahawks sweater. Look how nice that is, eh?
Can we throw Norm in front of the CN Tower picture there? Because I think for the last two shows, something's wrong with Norm there. All right. So she's picking Seattle and New England in the Super Bowl 60 on Sunday, February 8th. My birthday and presents and all that. All right, Norm. Who do you pick in the Super Bowl?
Well, okay. You didn't ask me about my NFC pick, I don't think.
Yeah,
But
that's
anyway.
what I'm asking you right now.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to pick the Rams. They were my pick at the start of the. I actually had the Rams.
Norm's been wrong so much. I might have checked.
I had the Rams and the Bills originally, Joe, but your Bills.
All right.
That's what I said.
No. This is the problem. This is the problem. All right, and you didn't put your hair as blue. Secondly, you weren't crying with Josh Allen. You didn't hold his hand and all that. Thirdly, okay, both you picked the Rams and the Bills. Now, he's picking the Rams and New England. So Drake May, an MVP candidate this year, and Matthew Stafford, an MVP candidate this year. Now, if I'm just saying in the other side, because we both think, or all of us think, Denver's not going to get there, okay? Now, do you think the NFL will be happy with Denver or with New England versus Seattle, Norm?
Joe, it's the same answer I gave you the last time. It's like they'll be happy. They're happy already. The Super Bowl sells itself. I told you. You could have 2 CFL teams. I'm exaggerating, obviously, playing. It's an event. It's event television. Just like in Canada, to a much smaller degree, the Grey Cup is event television. It's people having parties. Do they care? Of course. If they live in Winnipeg, they want the Blue Bombers. If they live in Hamilton, they want the Tiger Cats. But it's event television. It's a reason to have a party. The Super Bowl is a reason to have a party. And as Ange correctly pointed out, is like there's a lot of people at Super Bowl parties who don't really care about the Super Bowl, don't really care about football. Some of them will want to see Bad Bunny in the halftime show, right? Or whoever is a halftime show. It's a reason to get together with your family and friends. Whoever plays is secondary. Yes, it'll matter a little bit in the ratings, but the Super Bowl sells itself no matter who's playing.
That has been the best answer you have given in 2 shows. So, Norm, I'm going to ask you this, okay? I'm looking at the props. You know, a lot of people look at, since this is crunching the numbers, I know Ange looks at the props and all that. We have a prop here of more than 1:45 the national anthem. Do you go over or under 1:45 for national anthem, Norm?
Oh, it's a crazy prop. I would never wager on it because it depends who's singing.
I don't care what you would wager. You don't wager anyways. But give me yes or no, over or under. Enough.
It'll go longer. Just like I was correct on the officiating being great in the Buffalo game.
Okay, I'm going back there. But I will tell you what I bet on last year and I lost: the color of the Gatorade.
Yes, here it is. Hold on.
It's there. It's always there. And I've lost
the color of the Gatorade. The color of the Gatorade is blue right now at 52%, or red at 46%.
Well, that's close though. It's pretty
There's
close.
green at the rest 4%. So where would you go?
Blue.
You're gonna be wrong. That's all I'm saying. Gonna be wrong. All right. Who do you think win? And
I always lose on that one. I told you every year.
Who do you think wins the coin toss? The AFC team or NFC team? And that is a good bet. It's 4-1. Norm, AFC or NFC wins the coin toss?
I'll see AFC.
Ange?
I'm going to say NFC.
Okay, and finally, this is the last one because there's over 262 props. Okay, this is the last prop. I'll go to you, Ange, first, okay? Do you think the first touchdown of the Super Bowl will be a rushing or throwing touchdown, AFC or NFC?
I think it's going to be NFC, and I think it's going to be a rushing.
All right, Norm?
I'm going to go with a passing touchdown, and I'm saying that's going to be the NFC.
NFC. All right. Again, we'll be back here for the Super Bowl to preview the Super Bowl from Santa Clara. Maybe
I'll be in San Fran. So.
No, she will not be in San Fran. I'm not spending you're coming. Norm, come on. Norm, don't you want to meet Ange?
I'm going to be in the States already. I'm already in Vegas.
No.
Get on the wrong flight to San Fran.
First of all, you got.
I have it all planned out.
You got to do
it. Oh, I didn't realize.
What?
I got on the wrong flight and I'm in San Fran now.
Yeah, right. With a CN Tower in the back. Okay. So, again, this is Crunching the Numbers. Norm, tell everybody how they could get a hold of you. And Norm is going to check into Queen Street for his, a little Michigana. But go ahead there, Norm. Tell everybody how they could get a hold of you.
Yeah, right here on the Fired Up Network with you and Ange and other great guests covering all the sports all over the place, North America and around the world. So check it out right here on the Fired Up Network on multiple platforms, as Angie has mentioned, and you've mentioned, Joe. So check it out, and I think you'll enjoy the show.
Steve Carney has just chimed in. Has Norm hit his head against the Maple Leaf railing? So do you want to, Steve Carney, good friend of mine, because of me, Norm knows him, but do you want to rebut Steve Carney?
No, Steve's a great guy. I would never say anything negative about Steve Carney. He's a great guy, fellow Syracuse University alumni. Great guy.
He said that you hit your head against the Maple Leaf railing because you were saying about the referees. So obviously he just he's not agreeing with
everybody disagrees with Norm on this one.
It's back like the old times, Norm. Maybe you get some guy throwing you some pucks at you or whatever in Hamilton or something like that. What do you say there?
Well, they'll have trouble finding me throwing pucks, that's for sure.
All right, and that's Norm Rumack, a broadcasting legend, a little bit concussed this week, so sorry about that. But Ange, tell everybody how they can watch us and tell them about the shows and everything like that.
Yeah, so we cover all sports, as Norm also mentioned earlier. Every sport you can possibly imagine. Also, health and wellness. We've got some new health and wellness segments starting. And you can find us on all Roku devices. Search Fired Up, all one word, Fired Up Network. And you can find us on all social channels as well.
All right. Enjoy the AFC and NFC championship game again. Sunday, January 25th, 3 o'clock, AFC championship game, 6:30 NFC championship game. And stay tuned for more great shows. We're going to have Zania here to promote Saturday night's main event this Saturday. So check that out too. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Let's go Seahawks.
Happy New Year.